The Homeless Council is important because it gives us insight into homelessness across the county, and that provides policymakers with the information they need in order to create better policies for addressing homelessness, getting our unhoused neighbors off the streets, in interim housing, and hopefully into permanent housing.
Super easy to sign up. You just have to, you don't even have to have a car. You can be like one of the people who ride or one of the people who walk. And everything is online and it's simple. People who want to help as well.
I know that every year that we stand here and every day that we work to get Angelenos housed and work to end homelessness, this is an important evening because it will allow us to see progress made and how much more needs to be done.
The Kingdom Day Parade stepped off on a different day. When it came to keeping this long-standing tribute to Martin Luther King going, city leaders and community members took a wildfire delay in their stride and didn't miss a beat.
Today we're out on Crenshaw doing our annual MLK Day Parade. We're doing it in the month of February because in Martin Luther King's birthday, we had the fires in Altadena and the Pacific Palisades. And so we're out here today. We didn't forget. We want to remind the whole world we remember the struggle, we remember the legacy, we remember the dream, and most importantly, we remember our commitment to justice.
Coming together as a community and knowing that we are our brother's keeper. We know that we've got some issues and problems in our community, but we can't be divided. We can't be separated. We can't be eroded. So Celebration Day means celebrating the human spirit, the human values, but also celebrating the importance of working together and knowing that we can be successful when we do that.
I do believe that there are people out here, not only in community, but at our schools and also on the council and in our local government, sharing some of the same values and uplifting some of the same values as Dr. King, making sure that we don't leave community behind, that we're not putting up barriers for other community members, and that we all fight together. And that's the kind of work that we're doing here today and uplifting.
I can tell you one thing for sure is we're stronger when we're together and when we're united. That's what our firefighters are living by every single day, and we're here to connect and serve our community.
I've been coming to this parade every year for the last 20 years, and it's just amazing how it's grown and the community comes together. I'm just so enthused to come out here and celebrate with everybody for Dr. Martin Luther King. I know my parents used to march with Dr. Luther King, and it's just an honor and a privilege for me to do the same. Welcome, everybody.
It doesn't matter what your nationality is that we do this so all people can come together as one people with one voice.
I'm here because I want to make sure I show my daughter her culture, the importance of our culture, and this is a year tradition, and I want to make sure that she knows what she's a part of so she can keep the tradition for her own children.
If Dr. King was alive, he would be right here with us today, making sure we hold up the light and make sure we provide a vision for peace, justice, and equality in our time.
When so many Angelenos rely on a nearby space, it's great to keep it looking good and fit for purpose. Councilmember Eunices Hernandez and the Department of Recreation and Parks unveiled the revived Hope and Peace Park.
Today we're here in the Westlake neighborhood in Council District 1 to reopen the Hope and Peace Park. The Westlake neighborhood, which is one of the densest neighborhoods in the entire West Coast. Literally, there are 20,000 people that live just a half-a-mile radius of this park. And most of these people are renters living in apartment buildings. This is their front yard. This is their backyard. This is where they can bring their kids and family to play, to enjoy some green space and some fun activities. So that's why it's important that we've done this work to reopen Hope and Peace Park here in Westlake.
It is the only area with grass till we hit MacArthur Park, which is a few blocks down. It is an opportunity for families to come out on a hot summer day to use the green space, have a picnic, as well as being able to just have fun and enjoy the playground and the play structure.
We want to really revitalize our playgrounds, offering new play spaces for the communities to enjoy their family, friends, and just really to bring the community together. As the city and the councilwoman is dedicated to bringing new spaces such as today throughout the city.
Over $400,000 of LA County Measure A money was used to refurbish this park. And so it's incredibly important that everybody plays their part in maintaining the current conditions of the park. So the families of Westlake, to the people of Westlake that are going to be using the park, if you see something that's broken, if you see graffiti, if you see bulky items, trash, call 311 or call our office and call Recreation and Park so we can get moving on the repairs, the pickup of the trash, and the graffiti removal so that this park stays in really great condition for the over 20,000 people in the half-a-mile radius that are going to be using it. For more information about activities and events happening in Council District 1, you can visit cd1.lacity.gov.
A significant number of construction and service partners are coming together under the One San Pedro banner. This 9-block development will both revitalize older housing and build new affordable units, along with retail and supporting services.
We are in San Pedro on Harbor Boulevard, and this is a site of what is going to be a new housing project. This is the first space, and it's going to be 47 units of housing, and it's going to be the first place where we begin this total renovation of Rancho San Pedro.
It's really wonderful to see the level of resident participation coupled with city departments, coupled with private sector funders like Wells Fargo, coupled of course also with the development team that will be guiding the revitalization of this area.
This development will take many years, and it's going to proceed piece by piece, and it will be a mixed-use development. It's going to have everything from public housing to for-sale market rate housing and everything in between. It's going to be a fully integrated community in itself, but we're also going to create linkages back to the community for a really safe and healthy, larger San Pedro, which is why we're calling it One San Pedro.
Hoy en este día me siento muy agradecido por este logro que hemos esperado por muchos años.
De verdad, es un sueño vivido, es un futuro, como dice el señor Rubén, para nuestras familias, para nuestros hijos, un mejor hogar, una mejor calidad de vida. Perdón.
Listening directly from the residents that have been attending these meetings and being part of these conversations for many years, because this is essentially a manifestation that the conversations that they were part of are becoming a reality.
The resident advisors, they've been the leaders and the supporters of this project. Very grateful to them and to the whole community for supporting One San Pedro. The work that you've done will make an entire community happy. So thank you and God bless you.
Hard hats at the ready for much-needed housing as part of that large-scale development in San Pedro. We're staying with the theme of revitalizing the neighborhood, except that at the zoo, it's a habitat. A brand new environment has been opened for the Cape vultures, who will now enjoy surroundings that feel more like their original African home.
We're here at the Los Angeles Zoo, and we're so excited to celebrate the opening of our new Cape vulture habitat. We've been caring for this species since 1985, and it was time for us to update.
This has been the culmination of a lot of hard work that the construction department, the Fritz P. Burns Foundation, California Department of Fish and Wildlife has all brought together these amazing resources to build something really special.
I realized that this was opening, so why not? I came now, 2 birds, 1 stone, literally. I love the view, I love the exhibit, I love the signs, I just seen them right now. I can't wait to photograph all of it, actually.
It's a great space because we have this pavilion. There's places to sit. There's places where you can kind of be a little bit quiet or introspective. There's also places where you can get up close and see them as close as possible. It's geared to not only all ages and patron, but also all ages of the population of vultures. So we're going to have juveniles in here. We're going to also have offspring, and we also have an older bird as a matriarch who's actually 34 years old. I think one of the things that people wouldn't imagine is that they have so much color. You can imagine a brown and cream and white bird, but they've got lilac and they've got beautiful purple colors on their chests, as well as like teal and blue. So they're quite stunning.
They are such a unique species, and we are thrilled to share them today.
Cape vultures, they've been kind of hiding behind the scenes the whole time. I used to hear them by the jaguars all the time. I was like, what's flapping? I'm like, it's them.
I think anybody that comes to see our Cape vulture exhibit will gain an incredible appreciation for this species, the amount of care and commitment the Los Angeles Zoo has providing the best animal well-being we can. See the new Cape vulture exhibit and bring your families and friends.
A fire relief fund will help informal service workers in Council District 7. LA City Emergency Management Department warns us of the dangers of carbon monoxide. And Mayor Bass opened a new one-stop center for rebuilding after the wildfires. These stories up next on City Beat.
Councilwoman Monica Rodriguez has established a temporary relief fund for eligible service workers in Council District 7 whose incomes were impacted by the LA wildfires. While funds have been allocated to affected communities, many domestic workers face significant barriers in accessing these resources. Councilwoman Rodriguez partnered with Icon CDC, a nonprofit serving small businesses and entrepreneurs, and established the $50,000 temporary relief fund. Applicants must provide documentation to verify residency, including a valid form of ID and a utility bill showing your current address. For more information, visit cd7.lacity.gov. If you're using a gas heater or fireplace to keep warm, LA City's Emergency Management Department wants you to know about the dangers of carbon monoxide poisoning. Many household items, including portable generators, gas or oil-burning furnaces, and charcoal grills, produce carbon monoxide. Symptoms from carbon monoxide poisoning are often described as flu-like. However, people who are sleeping can die before they have any symptoms. The Emergency Management Department recommends reducing your risk with a few steps, including installing at least one carbon monoxide alarm near a sleeping area in your home. For more information, search for carbon monoxide at emergency.lacity.gov. Mayor Karen Bass has opened a one-stop rebuilding center to help Palisades home and business owners with their rebuilding permits and processes. The mayor directed 10 city departments to come together on Sawtelle Boulevard so that the questions and needs of Palisadians can be addressed under one roof. During a press event for the opening of the one-stop center, Bass highlighted that safety remains a priority and will be factored into the expedited permitting process. According to Bass, her emergency executive directive on rebuilding will waive city discretionary review processes and allow for expedited building permits, reviews, and inspections. For more information, visit mayor.lacity.gov/press.
Where can you turn when you've lost work due to the LA wildfires? The city's Economic and Workforce Development Department, EWDD, has WorkSource centers across the city. But it also has a more personal connection with its rapid response team, which is reaching out with job help for impacted Angelenos.
EWDD stands for Economic and Workforce Development Department, and the Rapid Response Team is in charge of connecting people who have lost their jobs and getting them access to federal, state, and or local resources. Particularly right now with the LA fires, we are trying to get people reemployed as quickly as possible. We are a small and mighty team, and we are actively trying to connect with as many people as possible. The Rapid Response Team continues to assist any dislocated worker. It could be anyone in the workforce that could be laborers, like day laborers. It could be service and domestic workers. It could be anyone that had a restaurant or cafe that was burnt down. Really anyone that was employed and is no longer employed as a result of the fires. One of the best and most authentic resources that the city provides to Angelenos is that we work with financial advisors and Cover California advisors as well. So they are actively receiving referrals from those that attend our orientations. And as a result, people can get access to a one-on-one consultation at no cost. We do have our wonderful 14 workforce centers. And that means that these are physical spaces, and the folks that are dislocated can go ahead and obtain resources such as if you need to print, if you need to scan documents, if you need to open up your portal and issue your unemployment insurance claim, they have access through these 14 centers. Para calificar para estos programas se necesita ser simplemente un angelino. Entendemos que no necesariamente se tiene que vivir en el área de Palisades para haber sido impactado. Tenemos a gente de toda la ciudad que necesitan recursos adicionales, entonces el departamento EWDD está aquí para ayudarles, para responder cualquier pregunta que tengan.
The Department of Cultural Affairs, Council President Marquise Harris Dawson, and our Authors Study Club came together to honor African American contributions to LA life. The 2025 honorees bring Black history, art, and culture into focus.
Well, everybody look at your neighbor and say, Happy Black Heritage Month.
Today we are celebrating the opening of African American Heritage Month here at the City of Los Angeles at City Hall. The Department of Cultural Affairs was proud to partner with Council President Harris Dawson's office on the Bridge Gallery exhibition honoring Leroy Hamilton. It is a beautiful exhibition and so deeply meaningful of the history of Los Angeles through the lens of photography.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome our honoree for the bridge this year, the one and only Leroy Hamilton.
This is a full circle moment because when you see your community putting in the work, organizing, somebody's got to document it and show us the struggle of people who have been living in the margins, and they just want equity. They just want justice. And so I'm so grateful. I just know we're going to do more. This is just the beginning.
Let's do it. Thank you.
It's been really wonderful to see so many people here to celebrate. People from all over the country, in fact. And it is really wonderful to have partnered with our Authors Study Club on their 75th anniversary. It is so important to lift up and tell the stories and acknowledge the histories and the arts and culture of all of our people.
It's really important for us to tell our stories. We're a nation of many people, and we've all made important contributions. African Americans have been here from the very beginning. They were a profound presence in the beginning of LA. And so I'm just really honored to be here among the other honorees to be able to talk about this legacy.
Reflecting why I'm being honored today, I look back with fondest memories of the accomplishments that we have made in the city of Los Angeles in particular, and the great impact we have had on the rest of the country because of what we were able to do here in the city of Los Angeles.
If you want more information about events happening across the city, please go to culture.lacity.gov.
The LA Reparations Advisory Commission, part of the city's Civil Rights Department, presented its final report on reparations. City and community leaders gathered at the California African American Museum to discuss this historic study.
someone who's been active in the local Los Angeles Black community my entire adult life, I am nonetheless incredibly informed and moved by being a part of this process.
Well, today we're looking at the final report that was conducted by the academic partner and development partner for the Los Angeles Reparations Advisory Commission.
This conversation is a reckoning with history, and it's about truth. Centuries of oppression, stolen wealth, stolen land, stolen opportunities.
Well, we're certainly going to learn more about the study that was conducted, learn about specific recommendations being proposed, and identifying steps for action, the individuals who want to take action to move the agenda forward.
We do understand the climate we're in, and we need to be, consistent in making sure that we are making a record, because there may be a time where even gatherings like this or studies like this may not be able to move forward.
It's not about only cash payments as requests, but we want to be intentional to even think about policy solutions as we move forward as a city on what we could do better.
There's stories that make America, and then it's stories that America is made up. This report are the stories that made America. Much of what we teach in our schools are the stories that America has made up.
This is nothing new. This is something that should have been done decades ago. We are late in what we should have done with respect to reparations for Los Angeles.
So it's really important to make the report, make the record, and we know trying to get information from 100 years ago to now was a challenge, but we wanted to put ourselves in a situation where we had the data, because you can't unsee some of these things.
In this week's feature story, the city celebrates African American Heritage Month. 3 city council members speak to our Anita Bennett about how Black history has been fundamental to Los Angeles, and how community support is the backbone of the fight for equality.
Well, honoring trailblazers and celebrating African American contributions to Los Angeles, it's all part of the African American Heritage Month celebration here in the city. You celebrated a famous photographer, Leroy Hamilton, is that correct?
Leroy Hamilton, who we all know, if you live in Los Angeles and you're a part of civic life in any way, you've probably seen one of Leroy's pictures or had your picture taken by Leroy Hamilton. So on the 3rd floor of City Hall, where council chambers, the mayor's office, there's a bridge that connects City Hall and City Hall East. And on that bridge, there's kind of a museum display that has years and years of Leroy Hamilton's work. In fact, it's titled The Story of Us. It really is the story of us, because he's been taking pictures for around 40 years now, and so it's a lot of history there, a lot of people that aren't with us anymore. I just think it's important to learn the stories of Tom Bradley, learn the stories of Biddy Mason, learn the stories of Carlotta Bass, no relationship to Mayor Bass. Right. There's just so many stories, and I think once you know those stories, it opens up a world of possibility to you.
Many times our kids only see the headline. They only see the win, but they don't see the journey.
Yes.
And that's what this history part is teaching. It teaches you the journey to the win. When you look at Los Angeles, I always call it the tapestry, especially the 10th district. But Los Angeles is really representative of people from all over the world.
That's right.
You know, old California, we had Pio Pico. His first governor was Afro-Latina. You know, he really paved the way for leadership of a gentleman of color. And then we have Biddy Mason, who owned everything on Hill Street. You know, she petitioned for her freedom, came here as a slave, and really made a difference for other people in their growth. So we have some big shoulders to stand on, and they fought for it with a lot less community to support them, and we have community that supports us.
And that legacy really continues. You know, we have an office of civil rights affairs, for example, in our city. We have a commitment to inclusion, to diversity, and I don't think we're going to be going back from that. You know, we have a majority of a population that's people of color, so I think this is an exciting time, and I'm just so proud of this next wave of leadership that are stepping up to the plate and really making a difference.
You know, it's our job to represent well and to see everyone where they are and not just look at life one way.
You know, we're not going to go back. That doesn't mean other people aren't going to try to. They're going to push on it. But you know, we've had these struggles before, and freedom, justice, and equality prevails, and the story goes in our direction as long as we fight. And so, the long as we fight is the important part. We cannot overlook that, and I think that's especially important in Black History Month. You know, all the nice pictures of all the cool people, Malcolm X and Martin Luther King and Rosa Parks, all those are great. But in Black History Month, I really want to make sure we remember the everyday people. The people who walked instead of rode the bus to work during the Montgomery bus boycott. All those hundreds of thousands, nameless, faceless people that showed up for the marches. All those people that show up to vote. All those people everyday people who take time out of whatever their life is to be a part of the struggle to make sure tomorrow is better than today. That's really, to me, what the Best of Black History Month is about.
In this week's Things to Do, get in on this year's big read, take a walk on the coast's wild side, and catch a Japanese story time at the Little Tokyo Library. All this up next on Things to Do.
The Big Read is now on with events and talks taking place at the LA Public Library. Each year, the National Endowment of the Arts, Big Read, is a celebration of literature and art through community participation and civic engagement. Join the Los Angeles Public Library as it facilitates discussions and connections around this year's chosen read, which is The House on Mango Street by Sandra Cisneros. The novel tells the story of Esperanza, who is discovering her identity and finding a sense of belonging in the world. Head to the Felipe de Nieve Branch Library for the Big Read on Saturday, March 1st at 11:30 a.m. For more information, visit lapl.org/events. Enjoy a guided walk with the Cabrillo Marine Aquarium educators on Sunday, March 2nd, as they interpret the various habitats of the Cabrillo Beach Coastal Park. The walk begins at the aquarium courtyard and takes in the native garden, salt marsh, beaches, and tide pools. Along the way, you'll see fossils and notice the native plants, birds, and other interesting finds of the coastal park. Pack a snack, head outside, and meet at the aquarium for this Cabrillo walk on Sunday, March 2nd at 2:30 p.m. For more information, see the events calendar at cabrillo-marineaquarium.org. Join the Los Angeles Public Library on the first and third Saturday of each month for a Japanese story time. The next fun and lively story time takes place on Saturday, March 1st at the Little Tokyo Branch Library. This bilingual event also features some songs and is suitable for babies, toddlers, and young children. For Japanese culture, history, or language, head to the Little Tokyo Branch Library where children and parents can enjoy Japanese story time on Saturday, March 1st at 11 a.m. For more information, visit lapl.org/events. And that's a look at some things to do.
And that's all for this week. I'm Susan Huckle, and from all of us here at LA This Week, thank you so much for joining us. Remember that you can watch us online anytime at lacityview.org. We're also on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube. See you next time for more LA This Week.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the regularly scheduled meeting of the Los Angeles City Council. Today is Friday, the 21st day of February in the year 2025. My name is Marquise Harris Dawson. I serve as chair of this council. Public comment will be taken in person for today's meeting. Let's begin our proceedings by calling the roll.
Yes, Mr. President. Blumenfield, Harris Dawson, Hernandez, Hutt, Jurado, Lee, McOsker, Nazarian, Padilla, Park, Price, Rahman, Rodriguez, Soto Martinez, Yaroslavsky. 11 members present and a quorum, Mr. President.
First order of business.
Approval of the minutes of February 19, 2025.
Councilmember Yaroslavsky moves. Councilmember Hernandez seconds. Next.
Commendatory resolutions for approval.
Councilmember Rodriguez moves. Councilmember Nazarian seconds. What's next?
Mr. President, there's a request to continue item 5 for 1 week to Friday, February 28, 2025.
All right, without objection, that'll be the order.
Items 1 through 8 are items for which public hearings have been held. Item 9 is a closed session item considered by the Budget and Finance Committee.
All right, without objection, those items are now before us. Members, are there any specials? We'll start on the west side of the room. Mr. McOsker.
The west side. I would like to pull item number 8. There's a technical correction to the item, and I believe the city attorney has the correction, the amending language.
So I have reviewed it. I believe it's been circulated with the CLA, and there was a second to that. So as long as
Park.
So if we could get that posted on the board before public comment, that would be great. Thank you.
And while we're at it, let's hold it for comments as well, please.
All right.
Thank you.
It has been circulated because I have it. All right, Councilmember Hernandez. I'm good, thank you, Council President. Councilmember Nazarian.
No, hold it on the desk. Okay. Thank you, Council President. Would like to hold item 9 on the desk just to be able to confer with the city attorney. Thank you very much.
All right, and the city attorney will advise us about whether or not that needs to be in closed session or not. Item 9?
Closed.
Closed, okay.
Thank you.
All right, any others on this side of the room? All right, over here we got Councilmember Rodriguez.
Yes, I'd like to hold 2 and also 8 for comments.
Okay, 2 and 8 for comments. All right, no Mr. Price? All right, no, we're all good today? All right, fabulous. All right, seeing no other specials, what's available for us to vote on at this time?
Mr. President, the council may now vote on items 1, 3, 4, 6, and 7.
All right, those items are now before us. Let's open the roll, close the roll, tabulate the vote.
11 ayes.
All right, what's next?
The council may now consider item 2, called special by Councilmember Rodriguez for comments.
All right, Councilmember Rodriguez.
I'm sorry.
For number 2?
Oh.
Item 2, comments?
Sure. Yes. So I was actually hoping we could do 2 and 8 together, but that's great. Colleagues, so item 2 is regarding, back in December, I had introduced a motion regarding ensuring that our LA City Fire Department has the proper training and tools to combat so much of what they're confronted with when it comes to EV vehicle fires. Sadly, we've seen firsthand, as a result of the mass devastation in both the Palisades and in the Eaton fires, the toxicity resulting from these battery burns. And when we're seeing continued growth among electric vehicle use, this continues to present greater challenges for our LA City firefighters in how they combat and protect themselves in responding to these fires. And so this motion is to begin the work of our identifying what tools and resources that they need to better prepare for the growing surge of electric vehicles and the potential combustion of these vehicles and the exposure to the public as a result of these fires. And so I ask for your aye vote.
All right, seeing no other comments, thank you, Councilmember Rodriguez. Let's open the roll on this item, close the roll, tabulate the vote.
11 ayes.
All right, what's next?
Mr. President, the council may now proceed to presentations.
All right, this morning we will begin our presentations with a very special one led by Councilmember Rodriguez of the 7th District.
Thank you, colleagues. My goodness. You know, 30 years ago, I had dreams of working for this city and helping to be part of the change of this city in the aftermath of the LA riots. And through the course of my professional career, working for a number of elected officials, starting with Mike Hernandez, working on the east side, the northeast part of Los Angeles, to then working with Mayor Reardon, I had the privilege of getting to work with a number of wonderful activists, community leaders that were so dedicated to helping to serve our diverse communities. And it was at least 25 years ago that I had the opportunity to get to know and work alongside someone that we've all come to know and work alongside with, has been a dedicated public servant, but more importantly, someone who has continued to uplift the needs of our very diverse community, and that is none other than our general manager, Arturo Chavez. And before I get into Arturo's very long history in public service, I want to take a moment because he's got a cheering squad. He's got a cheering squad here comprised of community members, of city staff, folks that have equally dedicated their professional lives to the service of the people of Los Angeles. Would you all please stand up, all of the Arturo Chavez cheering squad? You know, it speaks volumes when everyone shows up to celebrate your dedicated legacy and history of service to our community. And so, you know, it's of course, always with this feeling of sadness about time that has passed and, you know, all the years that have gone by, our collective, you know, growth of gray hairs. In these roles, but it's really an honor to be celebrating the rich history and guardian of Los Angeles's diverse history with recognizing Arturo Chavez as he prepares for, or as he takes on the next step of this chapter in his life in retirement. We're celebrating a man whose career has been defined by his unwavering commitment to public service and community empowerment. Arturo has spent decades championing policies and programs that uplift our city's diverse communities. Most recently, as the general manager of El Pueblo, he has ensured the preservation and celebration of one of our city's most treasured historic and cultural sites. His leadership has strengthened El Pueblo's role as a vibrant center of culture, history, and economic development. His journey was one of purpose and passion. A proud graduate of Cal State LA with degrees in history and Mexican American studies, he has dedicated his life to serving others with cultural insight and historic understanding. His work as chief of staff and senior advisor to Councilmember Gil Cedillo saw him managing key policy initiatives, overseeing economic development projects, and leading legislative efforts that have transformed the lives of countless Angelenos. From advancing immigrant rights to championing affordable housing, Arturo's legacy is deeply embedded in the progress of our city. But beyond his professional accolades, Arturo is a mentor and advocate and unwavering force for equity and inclusion. His early career as a bilingual educator and community advocate reflects his deep-rooted belief in the power of education and engagement. He has inspired generations of leaders, and his contributions will continue to resonate far beyond his tenure in public service. And, you know, with so many years of public service, it would only, I mean, we could talk about, there's so many stories that I know each of us could share about our interactions and work with Arturo, but I think it's best to hear it from the man himself. And I want to, again, you know, we continue to see, tragically, the erosion of a lot of institutional knowledge among the people that understand where we've been and how we got here. And that history is critically important. And as we continue to see that erosion of that experienced leadership, it's, again, it's sad. I'm proud to see you earn your well-deserved retirement, but I know the hole that it leaves behind. Because your example and your leadership, your heart, Arturo, is something that cannot be replaced. And I'm so grateful for the years of service that you've dedicated to our community, not just the Latino community, but the entirety of the Los Angeles community through your work. And so congratulations on your well-earned retirement. I'd like to give you the floor.
Thank you, Councilmember Rodriguez. Monica, very thankful for you to present, be able to come here today. I'm amazed and kind of a lack of words, right, which is not usual for me. Anyway, but because of so many people that came out, right, and these are people from staff. I even have, my family's here. I just want to introduce my wife, Cookie. This is my daughter, Evita. My son, Arturo. My niece, Marisela. And these are my two brothers, Javier and David. It's very humbling to see that people come out, on a Friday, take their time off. I mean, I even have Hugo Garcia here, who I went to high school with. Stopped at 7:10. And a lot of other folks that have been around for many, many years, including, a lot of work that I did with various areas. As you know, I worked in the state Senate and the state assembly. Then I saw a lot of folks from the state and the assembly and the Senate coming into council. I would say one thing, the city is what one of these folks that I met with in the Senate one time said, whoa, we're in a community meeting. He says, this is where, the city is where the rubber hits the road, huh? And I said, yeah, it is, because you get to do a lot of good things, and you get to see them in a pretty good amount of time versus in the state, and that's different. The funniest thing about this, I'll tell you, is that, I was a student activist, and community activist, and never thought about having anybody run for office, even though we fought for people to run for office. And the joke that I tell people is that, and it's a true story, when the previous mayor, Antonio, came to my house and said he was running for assembly, I threw him out. I told him, man, we don't do that. We don't do electoral politics. We're activists. And, eventually we were able to see that we can do both, and we can really have an impact on community by having people elected. So we pushed to have elected folks. And we brought together like the biggest Latino caucus, in the state. We also brought together a lot of the issues that were never talked about, but unfortunately we're still talking about today as we continue to have these kinds of attacks. So I just think that I would never have been here versus, everybody starting to move in that direction. I was surprised, but I'm not regretful of that because we were able to do several things, both in the state and in the city, and I'm very proud of the work that we did. And I'm very proud of the last 5 years being in El Pueblo, the birthplace of the city. I'd like to make sure that people remember that, because I'm not going to be here for budget, but remember, we need money. So thank you very much. Thank you, council members. Thank you, Monica, for hosting this for us today. And thank you, everybody, for showing up. Thank you so much.
And Councilwoman Rodriguez, we got a couple speakers on the queue. Councilmember Hernandez.
Thank you, Council President. Thank you, Councilwoman Rodriguez, for bringing in Arturo. Arturo, thank you for your decades of public service, dedication to not only this city, but to this county and the state, and for paving the way for a lot of us, to be able to take these seats as well and be the chief of staff, to be the deputy chiefs, to be leaders within not only those teams, but also on the council. And thank you for sharing your knowledge. You were very helpful when I was the chair of NCE, sharing what are the things that El Pueblo needs and making sure that you brought those advocacy skills that you learned in community into that space to make sure that El Pueblo got what it deserved. And, you know, they often say, like, you are who you are with, and the people that are sitting in these benches are some phenomenal people that have been very helpful in guiding me and being leaders for me and examples of me, such as yourself. And I think that's very telling of the work that you've done. But particularly, I want to be thankful and grateful for your work that you have put in for Council District 1 for many years. And for some of the team that you have here today as well that was a part of that, thank you for your service to CD1. And again, just thank you, all of you, but in particular Arturo, for the example that you have given us to try to, you know, fill those shoes, to try to be those leaders when we are in spaces of privilege like this. So again, thank you, and thank you everybody who came to support him.
Councilmember Price.
Thank you, Mr. President. Arturo, thank you for all your service and just being a good friend to the community. Black and brown, always talking about unity, collaborating, working together. And over the years, you have practiced what you preached. It's just want you to know you've been an effective, certainly here locally, in the city, the county, the state, and beyond. And your smile, your willingness to listen, and your sense of humor have been a real hallmarks of you. And we love you. We love you. Continued success.
Councilmember Blumenfield.
Thanks. Just wanted to add my voice, Arturo. I've had the pleasure of knowing you for a very long time. Back in the state, seeing your work there. You may have started as an advocate, but you became an operative. You became someone who could get things done from the inside. You know, a lot of people that come out from the advocacy world never get that next step and figure out how to pull all the levers. But you did, and you did effectively, always for the right reasons, always with good policy intent, with trying to make our communities better. But I've seen you operating over these years, whether it was in the Assembly or the Senate or here in Council, and been a great advocate for El Pueblo. Every year, I always look forward to your budget presentation. As you said, you won't be here for this next one, but we will keep your words in mind as we go through that process. But I just wanted to thank you for all that you have given to community, to all that you've given to California and to Los Angeles. You have made our world a better place. So thank you and congratulations. Good luck on your retirement.
And Arturo, you know, both personally and on behalf of the city, I want to thank you for the person that you've been to so many of us. Even when we were in the streets railing, shaking our fists, you telling us what a guide path would be and that victory was possible. And also that the social justice movement didn't have to be confined to the streets, that it could actually come inside the halls of power and contend for the future of our city and for the future of the country and world. I will never forget my very first day on this council, and you're smiling because you remember it. And, you know, these big columns and towers, you kind of feel overwhelmed by the power of it all. And, you know, as an activist, you're afraid, am I going to come in here and lose my values and lose my commitment to the people? And you were standing right on that pillar, smiling at me. And I felt, okay, I'm going to be okay. Arturo's here. I have somebody I can talk to who understands. So thank you for everything that you've been. And hopefully you take pride in the state legislature, this council, the county boards, for all the people that followed in the pathway that you helped lay in the late 80s and early 1990s. So thank you so much for your service to the city, and thank you, Councilmember Rodriguez.
Thank you, colleagues, and thank you for all your heartfelt remarks. I know it's something that each of us who have had the privilege of knowing and working with Arturo for so many years really feel. And so really happy to see all of the friends and family show up today to pay a remarkable and well-deserved tribute to an individual that has been so dedicated to serving our community. Arturo, congratulations on your well-earned retirement.
I always wanted one of these.
Thank you so much. All right, as they are going to the back for pictures, we're going to ask folks to exit to the back as quietly as they can. We have our second presentation will be brought to us by Councilmember Tracy Park, and we'll ask the leadership of our tourism to come to the center table. Councilmember Park.
Thank you, Council President. I am really excited to be here today, joined by our city's exceptional tourism department to unveil a game-changing LA tourism campaign ad. The recent wildfires caused enormous grief and devastating economic losses for our city, but it has also showcased the extraordinary resilience and unwavering spirit of our city. And it's that resilience and spirit that sets Los Angeles apart and draws people to visit. Our travel and tourism industry is a powerhouse, fueling over 1,000 local businesses and supporting well more than 500,000 jobs for hardworking Angelenos. It also generates over $300 million a year in TOT revenue, a critical source of funding for our city's general fund, ensuring that we can continue providing essential services like public safety, street maintenance, parks, and community programs. Now, more than ever, we must invest in the success of this industry. Tourism isn't just about visitors, it's about economic recovery, job creation, and showcasing Los Angeles as a world-class destination. Every dollar spent in our hotels, our shops, and attractions delivers a return for LA residents and drives our city forward. That's why I'm excited to share with you LA Tourism's newest global ad campaign, which is actually going to launch worldwide in March. The campaign spotlights the magic, diversity, and energy that make LA extraordinary. It reinforces that LA is open for business and ready to welcome the world. More than just an invitation, this campaign ignites inspiration, showing why the best way to support LA's recovery is to experience LA firsthand. Now it is my privilege to introduce someone whose leadership has been instrumental in that effort, Don Liu, our Chief Tourism Officer and Executive Director of the city's Tourism Department. Don will share his insights on the creation of this exciting new campaign, and then we're all going to get an exclusive first look at this commercial that will showcase LA to the world. Don, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Councilwoman Park. And thank you for your extraordinary leadership during these extraordinary times. Especially, I want to thank you for understanding how critical it is to showcase Los Angeles, that we're open for business and we're welcoming tourists and reminding everyone about our iconic attractions and what we have to offer. Unfortunately, there are major misperceptions about how badly damaged Los Angeles was. In fact, research just completed by Visit California, our state's tourism office, showed that the average traveler believes that 30 to 40% of the region was damaged. We need to correct this misconception in order to prevent more damage to our local economy. We're thankful to the tourism industry for stepping up to support LA during this crisis. Hotels, as you know, offered relief accommodation for those displaced. Restaurants provided meals, and organizations created funds for donations. So now it's time for us to show support to the industry and make sure that we welcome visitors to Los Angeles. At this time, I'd like to introduce Bill Kars, the Senior Vice President of Brand and Digital Marketing for LA Tourism, to talk about our exciting new ad campaign before we show it to you. Bill?
Thank you, Councilman Park, and thank you, Mr. Liu. Good morning, City Council. With significant infrastructure and development projects in progress, such as the modernization of LAX, the construction of the Lucas Museum, along with major events on the horizon, like FIFA World Cup in 2026, the Super Bowl in 2027, and the 2028 Olympic and Paralympic Games, LA Tourism is dedicated to leveraging the city's growing momentum as it prepares to take center stage for these global events. The We Love LA campaign is a rally cry that celebrates the authentic experiences and everlasting civic pride that define our city. This campaign is truly a heartfelt love letter to our City of Angels that invites visitors to immerse themselves in LA's breadth of attractions, its vibrant culinary scene, outdoor adventures, and world-class sports and entertainment offerings. The anthemic commercial nods to an iconic classic, Randy Newman's I Love LA, and features Angelinos as brand ambassadors. The campaign will launch right after the Oscars on March 3rd and will reach more than 100 million people across multiple platforms in key domestic markets, as well as Mexico, Australia, the UK, France, South Korea, and Japan, just in time for the Dodgers opening series in Tokyo. Nice. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much, Mr. Kars. And with that, we'd like to share a behind the scenes of the production of the video.
We are so excited to be working with LA Tourism. All of our crew is just so appreciative that they're bringing a huge, big-scale production to Los Angeles. We've got talent, we've got stunts, we've got big locations, and people are just excited to be here.
We're in a historic place, you know, Elysian Park, famous for Dodger Stadium, and also famous for lowrider culture. We love LA, you know, the weather, all the things to do, the entertainment world, and going to the beach.
It was a beautiful experience. I think this is one of my favorite shoots that I've ever done. Yeah.
I love Los Angeles because what's not to love, right? It's the city of dreams, man. It's the city where my dreams, my personal dreams can come true. And it's the city where I've made my dreams come true.
This is and always has been a thriving center of influence, abundance, and creativity, starting with the Tone Bay. It's always been a very welcoming place and has this energy about it that is very intense.
I love LA because it's a melting pot of the world. Everything you want is right here. It's also an art capital for the world.
We love it! I love LA!
I love LA!
I love LA! I love LA!
I love LA. We love LA.
We love LA!
I love LA.
I love LA.
That is awesome. Thank you so much. Well, it was a great teaser, but now an extra special treat. We get to see the official campaign video. Fire it up.
I love LA. Rolling down the Imperial Highway.
Roll down the window, cut down the top. Crack up the Beach Boys, baby. Don't let the music stop. Don't let the music stop.
I love LA.
We love it. We love it.
We love it.
We love it.
Everybody, very happy, 'cause the sun is shining all the time. Looks like another perfect day. I love LA.
Nothing like it.
That's rad, and we are incredibly lucky to live in the best city in the world. Thank you, Doan. Thank you, Mr. Cars. We really appreciate it.
Thanks so
Thank you
much.
so
We
much.
really appreciate the opportunity.
Thank you so much, and that is a beautiful display, and I can't wait for it to get out there. And everybody under the sound of our voice, when people from out of town call and say, what can we do to help LA? Sending money is great, sending love is great. Coming here and doing business with us and being tourist is the best way you can help LA at this moment. So this ad helps communicate. So thank you, Councilmember Park, for bringing that to us, and thanks to our tourism team. Let's give them another big round of applause. All right, Mr. Clerk, what's next?
Mr. President, the council may now proceed to public comments.
All right, we'll go to public comment.
To people providing public comment, when it is your turn to speak, please state which items you'd like to speak to. You'll have 1 minute per item, and that's 1 minute on the items today because there's only one item that's open for public comment on the agenda. Members of the public may also speak for up to 1 minute for general public comment. During general public comment, members of the public may speak to any of the items or anything else in the city's subject matter jurisdiction. We will tell you when your time is up. Remember, our goal is to get through as many speakers as we can. So if you are not on topic, or if we cannot tell whether you are on topic, you will get one brief warning from me or the council president. At that point, you need to get immediately and clearly on topic. If you do not do so, or if you again stray off topic, you will forfeit the rest of your speaking time and we will move on to the next speaker. So as previously stated, public comment has already been satisfied for all of the other items. We are reopening public comment on item 8 as amended. So if you'd like to see that amendment before providing public comment, you can see it on the board on your right-hand side of the council chamber, so it's over there. And you will also have up to 1 minute for general public comment. If I could have the interpreters make one more announcement aloud to the room, please. If you require a Spanish language interpreter, please make sure to pause every few sentences so the interpreter can interpret.
Si usted requiere interpretación en español, por favor asegúrese de hacer una pausa entre unas cuantas oraciones para que el intérprete pueda interpretar.
And don't worry, we will hold your time while the interpreters are interpreting, so you will get the same amount of time as everyone else. Thank you.
Y no se preocupe, detendremos su tiempo mientras que el intérprete está interpretando para que usted tenga la misma cantidad de tiempo que todos los demás. Gracias.
I will now call names for public comment. Antoine Adamson, Sean Murphy, Fernanda Sanchez, Jason Jenkins, Junie Wong, Ron Frank.
So members of the public, you do not need to speak in the order in which your name is called, but please do wait until you hear your name called, at which point you can line up on your left-hand side of the council chambers. Good morning. So you have 1 minute for the item, that is item 8 as amended, and 1 minute for general public comment. Go ahead.
Thank you. My name is Jason, and I'm a smoking scan viewer. Let's start with number 8, man. Come on, man, city attorney. What are we going on with this fire department payroll issue, man? Come on, man. What you doing, man? You're giving them the money, man. Oh, my goodness, man. Come on, bro. What you doing, man? You know, those fire department deserve their money. And then how can you're not paying their money? They need to get paid fairly. Oh, man, come on, man. What we doing now, man? You're a city attorney. You cannot pay them money. You cannot pay them fair wages, man. Oh, my goodness. You cannot, ask me to speak any other languages, man. Oh, my goodness. I'm so tired of you, man. Oh, my God. Give me a break, man. Chill down. Chill out, man. Chill out, my bro. Come on, man. LAFD deserve their fair wages. You got to fix their fire whatever payment issues, man. Oh, my goodness. Now, let's move on to general public comment.
So you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
And then Hello, my name is Jason. I'm smoking scan viewer. I mean, the other day I was to go down Figueroa Street, and I saw this girl was coming walk to me, and he was asking me, man, oh, hey, you want a head? I was like, no, I don't want a head. And then he was asking me,
Okay,
the
so
smoking
Speaker,
scan
I'm going to ask that you connect this to something within the city's subject matter jurisdiction.
Okay.
So as opposed to just an anecdote. Go ahead.
So, the other day I was down in Figueroa Street, but our buses cannot service in the bus stop. Those Figueroa girls occupy the bus stop. Is that within the jurisdiction of the city? I cannot get on the bus. The bus does not stop on Figueroa Street. Is that within the jurisdiction of the city? Because every single Figueroa girl and from the Council District 8 office, they occupy the whole street, man. So, and then they told me they want a $300, and I was like, I only have $5, because Jason said it's only $500. It's only $5, man. It's only $5.
Speaker, your time has expired. Next speaker. Good morning. Which items would you like to speak to?
Good morning. I'm here to present a community impact statement on item number 5. Am I still able to do that?
So item number 5 has actually been continued.
Okay.
But you have 1 minute for general public comment. I understand if you're here on behalf of a neighborhood council, if you come to the meeting for which that item is actually going to be heard, then you may be given extra time as the representative for that neighborhood council.
Right. So then can I just use general public comment on my
Of course.
behalf?
So you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Right. So I don't think that CEQA should ever be exempted for any sort of development in the city of Los Angeles. We are historically an oil field, and everything should require robust environmental testing. The video before us just showed that we have the Super Bowl, the Olympics, the World Cup coming, and I am very concerned as to what expediting development looks like for our native locals and our most marginalized community members. I think that the city continues to be predatory with development and continues to displace and gentrify some of the most historical neighborhoods with some of the most vulnerable people in our community. Thank you.
Good morning. And what would you like to speak about?
Item number 8, general public comment.
Okay, so you have 1 minute for the item and 1 minute for general. Go ahead with the item first.
Item number 8, I'm supporting item number 8. General public comment.
Okay, so you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
City, that G line, take a detour. I got a surprise when I came to City Hall today. How long is this damn project going to last till? How are you going to get down to Van Nuys City Hall? How are people going to get down to Van Nuys City Hall? Do you have to take the Victory bus or the Van Owen bus? It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard for people to get down to either this City Hall or Van Nuys. We don't like it. Sorry about that. They should have done that years ago, the light rail. How come they didn't do it years ago? A week from Sunday, KFWB is turning 100 years old. If you don't know, KFWB's been around for 100 years. Warner Brothers owned it. IME owns KFWB. I just want to let you know it's KFWB celebrating 100th birthday next Sunday.
Good morning. And what would you like to speak about?
General public comment and item number 5.
So item number 5 has been continued
Right.
to the 28th, but you can speak to it during general. So you have 1 minute for general public comment. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Hi, my name is Junie Wong, and I'm part of the Stop the Gondola Coalition, and I would like to oppose the motion for Olympic exemption. I think it doesn't make any sense to exempt Olympic projects because you exclude community input. We also don't even know what exactly needs to be built. Like, there are no clear reasons, no clear projects for why this needs to happen. We're just told that we urgently need to build for the Olympics, but you can't even say what's needed. It's entirely unnecessary. It's a very greedy motion. We don't even know what projects could be considered Olympic. For example, in Chinatown, we are fighting the LA Art Gondola to Dodger Stadium, which is an inequitable fake transit system that only caters to Dodger fans. We don't know what we need something to prevent that from being considered an Olympic project. especially because that was never what it was proposed for. So you must prevent pre-existing proposals from being considered Olympic projects just to manipulate them into bypassing the approval process. We don't need the Olympics and we don't need the gondolas.
Speaker, your
please
time
vote
has
no.
expired.
Thank you.
Good morning. Which items would you like to speak to?
Just public comment, I suppose.
Okay, so you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
I came to speak about number 5, which has been continued, and just how ridiculous it is that any development would be exempted from CEQA or any other permitting processes, particularly since this so-called no-build Olympics that nobody in the city of Los Angeles voted for except city council, half of whom are gone or in jail. Yeah, how is it a no-build Olympics when now you're talking about exempting development for the Olympics? But that's what I was going to talk about, but when I walked in today, I saw LAPD officer Susha Singh, who some of you may know, and got a little activated because this is the same person that spent his holiday break trolling me on Twitter, trying to be anonymous. This no-neck having motherfucker who, champions child abuse and racism and pedophilia. So protect and serve.
Before the next speaker, I'd like to call the following names: Alice Pavisco, Bobby J., Abby Bradley, Adam Smith, Adam Vega, Candace Vick.
Good morning.
Good morning, Councilor. Just public comment.
Okay, so you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Mr. Grote, you will understand what I'm saying. According to the Los Angeles Police Department, Internal Affairs, they're exempt from accommodating someone under the American Disability Act, namely a form. I've asked them to provide the form. According to them, they're exempt. So what did the city clerk office do? Please send us the form in Word and we'll produce it in Braille. According to LAPD, that's generally not going to happen. Today, the city clerk's office provided the Braille to me and I thank them for that. I had to file a claim of damages against LAPD for $1 to mandate that they provide that to me in Braille. But according to their internal affairs, they're under no legal obligation to do that. The deputy clerk, I tried to offer her business card so she could receive it. Their attitude is they need to call them, and I'm not going to play that game. Thank you.
So, Speaker, your time's expired, but which form are you referring to, just so we're on the same page?
It's a personal complaint form, and LAPD, through the captain, says they're not required to provide it to me because then everybody else will ask for it.
Thank you. Next speaker.
Good morning. My name is Candace A. Vick. I just have a general comment.
Okay, and so you have 1 minute for general. Go ahead.
Right. So I'm here because I would like to know about the rent registry. I have sent several emails. Marquise Harris Dawson, I have been to your office on 87th of Vermont. I have been waiting for your person, Carlos Leon, to get back to me. I would like to know how it came to be, what happens with the money that is collected, who voted for it, how did it come to be, who gets the additional $3105 that you're charging the homeowner, and who voted for this, which ballot and which year, because I didn't. And you guys are charging the homeowner to pay for a rent registry. I have no understanding of it, and I have been calling and nobody can help me. And so you're over there talking, so you're not even paying attention to what I'm saying, because I've been to your office, Marquise Harris Dawson. I live in your district, and you're not doing shit.
Good morning. What would you like to speak to?
Public comment.
So you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Hello and good morning. My name is Don Vega, and I'm here for a school project. I attend East College Prep High School, and I would like to propose an idea related to the problem of police brutality in LA County. I'd like to propose an organization that would benefit the victims of police brutality and their families. These include access to an experienced police misconduct lawyer and government-funded therapy. I've been working on this project for the past 5 months, and I'm still open to feedback, any new ideas, to who I may present this to. That is all. Thank you for your time.
Good morning, and what would you like to speak to?
Good morning, my name is Jacob Gomez. I'm here for public comment.
Okay, so you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Okay. So today I wanted to talk to you guys about veterans and mental health. It's for my school project. I'm a student from a school called East College Prep, Lincoln High School. Lincoln Heights. I just wanted to raise awareness and just to speak on it because our city does have an issue with homeless crisis, and it does also overlay with veterans. We have about 1,854 veterans homeless in our Los Angeles area, and this is most than any city in the United States. I also wanted to raise awareness for our amount of veterans that suffer from PTSD, depression, and anxiety, and we have no way in helping them. We're every year raising up like maybe 11%, 13% in veteran suicides, and this is an issue that I wanted to address and just make aware. Thank you.
Good
Testing.
morning.
Sorry, I haven't been here in a while.
And what would you like to speak to? There's item 8 and general public comment.
Can you repeat? I'm just kidding. Don't repeat the items. Item 8, please, and general public comment. Item 8 is the firefighter work pay thing, right?
Yes.
Okay, and general public comment, right?
Yes. So, sorry, we'll start your time over. Hold on for a second. So you'll have, please speak to the item first, and then we'll give you the minute for general. Go ahead.
Thank you. Thank you, City Attorney. The most professional person up there next to the city clerk and the voting clerk, easily. Only physically next to, it's not like a contest. LAFD, I guess, had an issue with Workday. It's a website. It's something that they make the city employees register for and finagle with when they want to find out how much they're going to get paid, whether or not they did get paid. And all I hear from people that have to use that shit is that it sucks. I used to work in restaurants, and the online work software always fucking sucked. People didn't get paid randomly. The messages wouldn't go through. People would try to schedule like time off, and it just wouldn't register right. So these software, although it saves a lot of paper, oftentimes creates problems that you don't find out about until way later when enough people let you know about it. So maybe instead of championing Workday like you did a month or two ago, you would just be like, yeah, it's another software, whatever, and it sucks sometimes. Also, the firefighters, oh wait, I get general public comment, right?
General public comment.
All right, so Monica Rodriguez, I don't know where she is. If you see Monica, let the police know she's missing from the chambers. She likes to pit, her and other city council members like to pit the public and the people in the city against each other. The police versus the protesters. The firefighters against people like me that come to speak up on the firefighters. Now, I try to make Monica get back in her seat during public comment, and she decided to be stubborn and chat it up with the firefighters so that she can create some kind of division between me and them, knowing full well I'll come here and speak and advocate for them. Because, yo, I'll keep it real, straight up. Yo, LA, we need to put a truce on everything. If you're white, if you're black, if you're a cop, if you're a criminal, listen, everybody, we need a truce. Fuck it, you want to do they're trying to get us to do a race war, some crazy shit. They keep putting division between us. We need a truce. Come together, the people, all of us, to realize that they're trying to divide us, and we gotta get rid of them. It's that simple. Oh, and listen during public comment. Y'all need to stop fucking talking during public comment. It's bullshit.
Next speaker.
Before the next speaker comes, I'd like to call the following names: Christopher Antonelli, Phyllis Ling, Joe M., Johnny G., Robert J., Rosalia Munoz.
Good morning, and what would you like to speak to?
Good morning, sir. I would like to, item 8, I believe, is available.
Yes,
That's a
item
Rodriguez
8 and general
motion.
public comment.
And also, I would like public comment.
Okay, so you have 1 minute for the item and 1 minute for general. Go ahead with the item first.
Absolutely. Candido O'Mara's longtime resident of the great city of Los Angeles. But I have to tell you, Ms. Parks, that tourism display was lousy. It was like being on Valium. This is the city of Los Angeles, folks, and what you saw on there was a sleeper. Come on, let's go back to the drawing board and come up with something more exciting for this city, because I was part of the '84 Olympics, And believe me, that would have been turned down back in 84. Item 8, Ms. Rodriguez, I agree, I approve. But, you know, item 21 with Ms. Rodriguez and Ms. Padilla on Wednesday, what's going on there? New Economics for Alliance. Now I got to pull out all the paperwork on that because I asked both offices to give me information. They didn't. So, boy, we're going to go through that. Who's on the board? Who's getting some of the money?
So
Who's
this
their
sounds like general
contractors?
public comment, which you're
Public
about to go to
comment.
now.
Let's go to public comments, sir. You know, Monday was President's Day. I hope you folks watched All the King's Men and Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. I saw a bunch of students here the other day. That's what they should be watching. They should be watching how to beat corruption. And we've had corruption in this city before. And I'm glad for all the people that come here and try to eliminate that. Maybe they get a little harsh, but again, don't stop fighting because corruption does exist. And the good people who try to expose it, they are the ones that usually suffer and lose their jobs. But again, don't bring in a bunch of students and have them pat you on the back. Make sure they're really learning and make sure they watch All the King's Men and Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. Thank you.
Good morning, and what would you like to speak to?
Good morning, council members. Great news. Tuesday, when I was up Porter Ranch exercising, there were city services cleaning up the trash, removing graffiti, and most importantly, slowing down the crazy drivers who are speeding excessively. Bravo. Can we say that we are giving the great community of the Porter Ranch back to the people of the city of Los Angeles? Maybe. Thank you.
Good morning, and what would you like to speak to?
General public comment.
Okay, so you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
I'm a constituent of CD 14. My family has owned a home there since 1911. This woman who currently identifies herself as Irene Vasquez is actually Irene Elizabeth Morris. If the city attorney had acted in time in December when I appeared here originally, my father's Chicano archives would have been saved from the Palisades fire. This woman is now attempting to steal my ancestral home that my biological great-grandfather bought over 100 years ago that I've lived in for 20 years. There's a drug tunnel located in CD 14 at 3200 East 5th Street. Susanna Lopez from KDL's office had material knowledge of it, and several senior lead officers at Hollenbeck Division also have material knowledge of the underground drug tunnel located in the garage of 3200 East 5th Street in CD 14. This woman collaborates with those people collaborate with the
Speaker,
DWP.
your time has expired. And as we're waiting for the next speaker to come up, if people have additional comments or if we run out of time to hear from you today or any council meeting, please keep in mind that you can also submit written comments online at lacouncilcomment.com. To the extent that you have any criminal complaints, I would suggest that you consider filing a police report with LAPD. Good morning. Which items would you like to speak to?
General public comment.
So you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Okay. The LA Council is the most corrupt local government in the history of the U.S. I have never seen an agenda with 0 items available to comment on until today. This is a perfect example of the sleaziness, corruption, cowardice, and incompetence of corrupt Marquise Dawson. Fire damaged $275 billion, 6,000 homes destroyed. Homelessness is epidemic. The city is broke from incompetence and corruption. With another joke of a homeless count via volunteers versus paid professionals. Yet the corrupt black members of the sleazy council, corrupt Dawson, Price, and Hutt, are profiting with an illegal $3 million sole source versus open biz contracts for another stupid art project in item 1, investigation coming. Chinese local government officials called mayors. They are all promoted based on how much commerce and jobs they increase into their areas. Okay.
And just as a public service announcement, so the reason why there are so few items open for public comment on the agenda is public comment was satisfied at committee. So everybody who wanted to have who attended that meeting, who wanted the opportunity to speak, was given that opportunity. So in that instance, the item is not necessarily open for public comment at the council meeting. Good morning. What would you like to speak to?
Hi, my name is Alice Pavlisco. I'm going to speak about item 5 and general comment within general comment.
And if you would like to adjust the microphone so we can hear you, go ahead.
All right, is this good? I urge you to vote no on 5 when you eventually vote on 5. There is no valid reason to exempt Olympics-related projects from our city's standard review procedures. Procedures exist for a reason. LA 28 had 11 years to prepare for the games. Our city and residents shouldn't pay the price for incompetence with hastily designed projects with unvetted environmental and social impact. No loopholes, vote no on 5. Now, general comment. Under the current federal regime, we're going to see the already fragile social and community services that so many people rely on to continue to crumble. I urge all of you to resist the default reaction to lean on more security, more law enforcement, more militarized police, more deputized militias. These entities do not provide more safety. Militarized policing can't be the plan for the unhoused. It can't be the plan for the climate catastrophe, for healthcare, for education, for food shortages. For food shortages. We need to invest in our communities, not violence workers.
It's your 1 minute for general. But I'm keeping track here.
Yeah. Same goes for privatization. The only thing good for privatization is making rich people
Speaker,
richer.
we need to move on to the next speaker. I'm sorry. Next
People
speaker.
over profit, people over police.
Good morning. And what would you like to speak to?
Hi, I'm speaking on the need to update our film laws.
I'm sorry, can you pull the microphone a little closer? Yours.
Yes, I'm speaking on the need to update our film laws.
Okay, so you have 1 minute for general public comment. Go ahead.
Okay. My name is Tessa Farrell with a very exciting announcement for the American film industry and a call to action for our government. I'm a Hollywood actress turned film pioneer whose directorial debut movie may be the world's biggest performance by an actress in Hollywood ever, due to the unprecedented process I used to make the movie spanning over half a decade. This movie will inspire audiences worldwide to believe in themselves and remind us the importance of coming together as a community. It received 18 awards nominations, has had hundreds of festival invites, and 6 world records pending with Guinness. But we've hit a roadblock with the MPA and Guinness verifying these titles, since I was one of the first people to ever explore the emerging capabilities of smartphone cameras, shooting without a budget, crew, script, permits, or not even knowing I would later use the footage in a movie. I've been unable to get these finalized. I've tried to pay for permits and SAG agreements retroactively, but have been unable to do so. We must update our laws to match the capabilities of artists with today's technology, since art is essential for the survival of our species. Thank you.
Good morning. What would you like to speak to?
I came here to present a community impact statement from my neighborhood council against item number 5, but I'll speak as an individual on general public comment.
Okay, so you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. My name's Phyllis Sling. Item number 5 has changed significantly since it was heard in Plum Committee. It's 3 pages long. I'm against Olympics exemptions, and I like to raise the issue of how it would threaten housing by allowing residentially zoned and entitled properties to be converted to other uses besides residential. Everyone talks about the housing shortage, so why would you make it worse by putting something like an ill-conceived gondola with no real funding plan on and over land that is zoned or entitled for housing? Just last week, a YIMBY group filed a lawsuit against the city for not having enough housing in the zoning code. This ordinance on exemptions could make things worse. Beyond the gondola, people have concerns about whether hotels are going to be built instead of housing. Again, no gondola. It's a huge liability to our city and taxpayers. Thank you.
Before the next speaker comes up, I'd like to call the following names: Controller Kenneth Mejia, Johnny Coleman, Tamara Gomez Quinones, Tessa Farrell, Seba, and Audit LA.
Good morning. And what would you like to speak to?
We'll do item 8 and general public comment, please.
Okay, so you have 1 minute for the item and 1 minute for general. Please begin with the item. Go ahead.
Thank you. Item 8 is regard to issues incurred by our new payroll system, Workday. This system was introduced this past year, and in my opinion, the one that we were on before Workday, the website was a little more intuitive. It made more sense to me. People said that it wasn't up to date enough, and that's why we need to change. I'm really curious if there were maybe some dealings with people who run the company that owns Workday, if that's why we switched, because to be honest, it seems like there's been a lot of technical issues. I know the department I work for doesn't really have anything good to say about it. And I just really appreciate City Controller Mejia's diligence on this issue. And I think you would all do well to look to his office to see how y'all should be behaving, because he's one of the few electeds I still respect.
General public comment.
When it comes to CEQA, y'all be like, damn, 28. And we be like, y'all had time to plan, you're late. You've known since 2017 about it. And honestly, the people'd rather do without it. The people need your help, the ones who live here. But your priorities have been made clear. You care more about money from out of town. But it's not too late to vote this item down. Whatever happened to the promise to not build a thing just for these games? A no-build Olympics is what you all were saying. Now you want to fast-track construction, you must be playing. It's the interest of the people you are all betraying. Garcetti lied and Mayor Bastard too. Now council, it's on you. We're mad cause it's looking like your decision is made. You should cancel LA 28.
Good morning, and what would you like to speak to?
I'd like to make a general comment.
Okay, so you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
The ordinance in number 5 needs to be rewritten, so I'm glad that it's not being dealt with today. We can't know whose interests this ordinance aims to slip through, but we do know that this motion needs to be rewritten. It's too broad and gives carte blanche to anyone who wants to run roughshod over the necessary checks and balances in place to prevent corruption and abuse. It's a Trojan horse for who knows how many parties to elude oversight and accountability and to jam through projects that otherwise would be disallowed for myriads of valid reasons. Preserve our city's rich history instead of bowing down and catering to the rich. Thank you.
Hey there, Johnny Coleman with No Olympics LA. I guess a few things. Since we're not going to be voting on it today, let's back up and reconsider if we can actually host the Olympics. I personally do not believe there's a no or low impact version of this, but given the circumstances, we have two choices right now, right? We can rebuild LA with intention or try to host the Olympics. We can't do both. What will probably end up happening is we'll try to do both, and it'll both turn out to be complete fucking disasters. The city signed one of the worst contracts in human history. Y'all need to look into that. It sucks. But if you're gonna do it, you cannot give developers carte blanche to do whatever they want and upend whatever measly regulations we have today. So cancel the Olympics. Don't give carte blanche to developers. And why the fuck are we letting Casey Wasserman, who's been on the Epstein plane 10 times, be the recovery czar for LA? Thanks.
Mr. President, that concludes public comment.
Oh, I think we have one speaker that's coming up. I heard his name called. Thank you, though.
Our city controller,
It's good to be a public
Mr.
comment.
Kenneth Mejia, as he is an elected official of the city, I'm asking the clerk to turn off the clock. Mr. Mejia, the floor is yours.
No, it'll be like 30 seconds, but I just want to say thank you, Chair, and thank you to City Council for your support on this issue, item 8. You know, the fire department, like many departments across the city, is struggling from understaffing from back office positions for critical services like accounting and human resources. And my office is working hard with fire, personnel, ITA, the CAO, to fix these problems that have been lingering. And finally, I want to thank the fire department for all their heroic work during the fires last month and the work that they do every day across the city. You have our backs, and we want to let you know that we have yours. So I appreciate you all, and I thank you, City Council, for your support. And yeah, have a good Friday. Thank you.
All right, I believe that concludes public comment for this meeting. Thank you to everybody who came and shared with us. Mr. Clerk, what's before us?
Mr. President, the council may now consider item 8, called special by council members McOsker and Rodriguez for comments, as well as an amended motion 8A, McOsker Park, has been introduced, circulated, and posted on the bulletin board.
Council Member McOsker.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. I will be brief. We have a motion in front of us with amendments to reflect the action taken in committee. I appreciate the committee members and all of the work that has really led up to this motion over the last literally couple of years. And I will say that the work that we were doing was all around Workday and making sure that Workday was working for us throughout our departments. And in that process, we came across a significant problem in fire where, because of the complexity of their assignments, their work assignment system, and the manner in which folks get bonused in one pay period for one thing and maybe bonus for another thing in another pay period, or not bonused in the subsequent pay period, it just wasn't working. We know that we have more to do than this. We need to look at the technology that's being used to track the assignments and that interfaces with the payroll system. But before we get there, we have a whole bunch of folks that we got to pay. And it is a problem that actually precedes Workday, which is shocking and deplorable and inexcusable. We have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of tickets, which are concerns that our employees have submitted that need to be resolved. And the way to dig ourselves out of this is to make sure that we continue to have the 30 or some odd folks that are on loan, essentially, working overtime, and then to approve these sub-authorities, these substitute positions, to dig our way out. And my hope is that as we move forward, our expectation, all of our expectation, is that we will fix the technology problem. We will use this as a short-term, mid-term fix to get everybody paid. And then in the new budget, we will make sure that we are staffed in a way that this never happens again. I'm appreciative to everybody who's worked on this, all of the committee members, all of the staff members, labor and management coming to the table, all in good faith. So thank you very much. Our controller has been constantly on this issue in committee, which I appreciate, as has been the mayor's office. So I'm urging a painful aye vote on this, because this is money that we don't have, but it's also money that we can't afford not to spend. So thank you.
Thank you, Mr. McOsker. Councilmember Park.
Thank you, Council President, and thank you, Councilmember McOsker, for your leadership in chairing the Personnel and Hiring Committee, and to all of the committee members for their dedication to this issue, and your partnership with our firefighters in doing the urgent work necessary to make sure that our firefighters and paramedics are receiving the compensation they've earned and deserve. While events since January 7th have underscored and reinforced the critical role that our first responders play in protecting our city, they deserve our support each and every day for the incredible work they do. And that means making the investments that we need in our systems to pay them without any more excuses or delays. Councilmember McOsker, your leadership and the task force you created resulted in the recommendations before us today that will give the fire department the human capital it needs to resolve these outgoing payroll discrepancies and ensure that our first responders are being paid properly. No expense can be spared. Thank you, and I ask for an aye vote.
Thank you, Councilmember Hernandez.
I just want to give my deepest gratitude to Councilmember Tim McCosker for putting this forward, but also giving us a really great example of how we can work collaboratively with our controller to fix the issues in our city, to fill some of the gaps. When I've been out at the dispatching center for our firefighters, I heard from some of our dispatchers that they have had a difficulty getting their pay accurate. Like, they've been at a loss of thousands of dollars, but that they still come to work because they love this city, they love what they do, and I'm glad that we're taking this step. As painful as it is budget-wise, but it's necessary. And I just want to uplift that last part you said of like, it'll prevent, us from future loss of money in our budget. So thank you for that. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Councilmember Rodriguez.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. McCosker. I also want to thank the controller and the members that came forward to advocate for these important positions. I know when we were in committee and I just said, give them all 15. The reality is that we can continue to bleed this department from its resources that the chief has continued to advocate for, that has continued to fall on deaf ears. And while there's clearly, at least from what I can see, clear as day, a blatant blaming of individuals for their failure to perform when they've been under-resourced for decades. This needs to change, and it needs to change now. And this council needs to continue to stand up to ensure that our general managers are, we ultimately make these decisions. And we're either going to resource people with the tools that they need to do their jobs effectively, or we're going to hamstring them and prevent them to be able to do the work that ensures that firefighters get paid, that ensures that they're able to perform in the roles that they've been given. And so I thank you for correcting what came out of committee with that amendment. And colleagues, I just remind everybody that as we prepare for an inevitably difficult budget season, be mindful that we have grown into an environment where we have continued to be a penny wise and pound foolish. And what has materialized in the underinvestment of the fire department is showing itself. It catches up with us. And everyone needs to be mindful of it. But I'll be damn sure to make sure that I continue to call everybody out for their scapegoating for general managers that are left without the resources to properly do their jobs. Thank you.
All right. Thank you to the speakers. This item is now before us. Let's open the roll, close the roll, tabulate the vote.
11 ayes.
Forthwith. All right. Forthwith, without objection. Thank you. That takes us to item number 9. Mr. Nazarian, you call this one special?
I think subsequently I've withdrawn it so that we can go ahead and take a vote on it.
Right on. So we'll just hear from the budget chair really quickly on this, and then we can read the settlement into the record.
Thank you, Council President. We heard this item at length in Budget and Finance and agree with the recommendation that we approve a settlement offer of $9.5 million.
All right, Mr. Clerk.
Thank you, Mr. President. For item 9, in the case entitled Daniel Gonzalez et al. Versus City of Los Angeles et al., there is a recommendation to expend up to $9,500,000 in settlement.
Mr. McCosker.
I know the hour is late, but I'd like to hear this in closed.
All right, we'll go to close. Sergeants, if you can prepare the chambers for closed session. So everyone who is not a legislative staff or a council member with the mayor, controller, city attorney's office should exit the room at this time.
will receive a 180-day permit allowing them to relocate and operate anywhere in the city. Facilities that move to a new location and wish to operate beyond 180 days will receive an accelerated review process. According to Mayor Bass, this emergency executive order will keep families and their communities together and lessen disruption to children's lives. For more information, visit mayor.lacity.gov/press. Workers, small businesses, and nonprofits affected by the LA wildfires can now apply for direct financial help through the LA Region Small Business and Worker Relief Funds. The city and county program will provide grants of up to $2,000 to eligible displaced workers and up to $25,000 for eligible small businesses and nonprofits. Businesses and nonprofits with revenue up to $6 million and less than 100 employees may be eligible for assistance from the Small Business Relief Fund. Individual applicants will need to provide proof of identity, residency, and income loss. Applications for the LA Region Small Business and Worker Relief Funds are open through February 24th at 5 p.m. For more information, visit laregionfund.lacounty.gov.
Over 4,000 choking-related deaths occur each year, with the very young and the elderly being the most at-risk groups. The key to helping someone survive a choking incident is being able to immediately recognize the signs they are in trouble. These are the most common signs someone is choking. One or both of their hands clutched to the throat. Look of panic, shock, or confusion. Inability to talk or cough. Color changing to blue or gray. If the person can cough forcefully, encourage them to keep coughing. If the person cannot cough or talk, you need to quickly take action and perform abdominal thrusts. For an adult, stand behind the person with one foot slightly in front of the other for balance. Wrap your arms around the waist and tip the person forward slightly. Make a fist and put it just above the person's navel. Grasp your fist with your other hand and press it into their stomach with a quick upward thrust, as if you're trying to lift the person up. Give 5 abdominal thrusts, then check if the blockage is cleared. If it is not cleared, repeat as needed. If the person is pregnant or you cannot get your arms around their stomach, give chest thrust instead. Put your hands at the base of the breastbone. Press hard into the chest with a quick thrust. Perform 5 thrusts and check if the blockage is cleared. If the person becomes unconscious, you will need to begin CPR and contact 911.
Rodriguez. I'm the City of Los Angeles Department on Disability Public Information Officer. If you or someone you know is experiencing distress after the wildfires, support is available. The LA County Mental Health and Substance Use Services Helpline is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. That number is 800-854-7771. For those with hearing or speech disabilities, use a preferred relay service or dial 711 and request an interpreter to connect. Services are available in English, Spanish, Korean, Armenian, Vietnamese, and additional languages. Don't hesitate to reach out for help. For more information and resources, visit lacity.gov. Thank you.
Join the City of LA's Department of Recreation and Parks in celebration of Black History Month. On Saturday, February 22nd, the Citywide Aquatics Division promises a day of fun, fitness, and community engagement at the Celeste King Pool. Dive into the aqua activities, break a sweat with AquaFit, and enjoy swim lessons, surfing, kayaking, informational booths, and a community CPR station. There will also be free food while supplies last. Head to the Celeste King Pool for this Black History Month celebration on Saturday, February 22nd from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Find out more under featured activities at laparks.org. On Sunday, February 23rd, join El Pueblo at the birthplace of Los Angeles for the annual celebration of the last Aztec emperor. Considered a sacred ritual, the Cuauhtémoc celebration commemorates the only Aztec emperor to survive the conquest by the Spanish Empire. Experience amazing music and dance as the danzante community converges at El Pueblo. Enjoy the cultural entertainment program presented by regional and international performing dance groups scheduled throughout the day. Visit El Pueblo for the Cuauhtémoc celebration on Sunday, February 23rd from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. For more information, visit elpueblo.lacity.gov/events. On February 22nd and 23rd, the Autry Museum hosts Cherokee Nation, A History of Resilience. This community class emphasizes traditional Cherokee arts, culture, and oral history from pre-European contact to the present day. Join Cherokee Nation historian Catherine Foreman Gray for this weekend class and experience Cherokee culture in meaningful and memorable ways. The class is free and open to the public with registration. Visit the Autry Museum in Griffith Park for Cherokee Nation, A History of Resilience, which takes place on Saturday, February 22nd from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and on Sunday, February 23rd from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. For more information, visit the calendar at theautry.org/events. And that's a look at some things to do.
Every day, over 100 Americans die from secondhand smoke. Secondhand smoke in children can cause asthma, ear infections, and increased risk of sudden infant death syndrome. Go to smokefreehomesla.com. Learn how you can protect your home from secondhand smoke.
The application process for the Port of Los Angeles Community Investment Grant Program is now open for nonprofits seeking funding for the 2025-26 fiscal year, which is entirely self-supported from shipping and lease revenues. According to the Port, since 2014, nearly $12 million in grants has been awarded to local nonprofits in support of programs and projects benefiting the LA Harbor community. A virtual information workshop will be held via Zoom on Wednesday, February 19th, with grant applications due on Monday, March 24th. For more information or to apply, visit portoflosangeles.org. Following the LA wildfires, Mayor Karen Bass has issued a fourth emergency executive order which will expedite the reopening of schools and child care facilities. The order increases enrollment caps, allowing displaced children to transfer to facilities unaffected by the fires for 3 to 5 years. Under the order, damaged or destroyed schools and child care facilities will receive a 180-day permit allowing them to relocate and operate anywhere in the city. Facilities that move to a new location and wish to operate beyond 180 days will receive an accelerated review process. According to Mayor Bass, this emergency executive order will keep families and their communities together and lessen disruption to children's lives. For more information, visit mayor.lacity.gov/press. Workers, small businesses, and nonprofits affected by the LA wildfires can now apply for direct financial help through the LA Region Small Business and Worker Relief Funds. The city and county program will provide grants of up to $2,000 to eligible displaced workers and up to $25,000 for eligible small businesses and nonprofits. Businesses and nonprofits with revenue up to $6 million and less than 100 employees may be eligible for assistance from the Small Business Relief Fund. Individual applicants will need to provide proof of identity, residency, and income loss. Applications for the LA Region Small Business and Worker Relief Funds are open through February 24th at 5 p.m. For more information, visit laregionfund.lacounty.gov.
Over 4,000 choking-related deaths occur each year, with the very young and the elderly being the most at-risk groups. The key to helping someone survive a choking incident is being able to immediately recognize the signs they are in trouble. These are the most common signs someone is choking. One or both of their hands clutched to the throat. Look of panic, shock, or confusion. Inability to talk or cough. Color changing to blue or gray. If the person can cough forcefully, encourage them to keep coughing. If the person cannot cough or talk, you need to quickly take action and perform abdominal thrusts. For an adult, stand behind the person with one foot slightly in front of the other for balance. Wrap your arms around the waist and tip the person forward slightly. Make a fist and put it just above the person's navel. Grasp your fist with your other hand and press it into their stomach with a quick upward thrust, as if you're trying to lift the person up. Give 5 abdominal thrusts, then check if the blockage is cleared. If it is not cleared, repeat as needed. If the person is pregnant or you cannot get your arms around their stomach, give chest thrust instead. Put your hands at the base of the breastbone. Press hard into the chest with a quick thrust. Perform 5 thrusts and check if the blockage is cleared. If the person becomes unconscious, you will need to begin CPR and contact 911.
Rodriguez. I'm the City of Los Angeles Department on Disability Public Information Officer. If you or someone you know is experiencing distress after the wildfires, support is available. The LA County Mental Health and Substance Use Services Helpline is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. That number is 800-854-7771. For those with hearing or speech disabilities, use a preferred relay service or dial 711 and request an interpreter to connect. Services are available in English, Spanish, Korean, Armenian, Vietnamese, and additional languages. Don't hesitate to reach out for help. For more information and resources, visit lacity.gov. Thank you.
Join the City of LA's Department of Recreation and Parks in celebration of Black History Month. On Saturday, February 22nd, the Citywide Aquatics Division promises a day of fun, fitness, and community engagement at the Celeste King Pool. Dive into the aqua activities, break a sweat with AquaFit, and enjoy swim lessons, surfing, kayaking, informational booths, and a community CPR station. There will also be free food while supplies last. Head to the Celeste King Pool for this Black History Month celebration on Saturday, February 22nd from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Find out more under featured activities at laparks.org. On Sunday, February 23rd, join El Pueblo at the birthplace of Los Angeles for the annual celebration of the last Aztec emperor. Considered a sacred ritual, the Cuauhtémoc celebration commemorates the only Aztec emperor to survive the conquest by the Spanish Empire. Experience amazing music and dance as the danzante community converges at El Pueblo. Enjoy the cultural entertainment program presented by regional and international performing dance groups scheduled throughout the day. Visit El Pueblo for the Cuauhtémoc celebration on Sunday, February 23rd from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. For more information, visit elpueblo.lacity.gov/events. On February 22nd and 23rd, the Autry Museum hosts Cherokee Nation, A History of Resilience. This community class emphasizes traditional Cherokee arts, culture, and oral history from pre-European contact to the present day. Join Cherokee Nation historian Catherine Foreman Gray for this weekend class and experience Cherokee culture in meaningful and memorable ways. The class is free and open to the public with registration. Visit the Autry Museum in Griffith Park for Cherokee Nation, A History of Resilience, which takes place on Saturday, February 22nd from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and on Sunday, February 23rd from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. For more information, visit the calendar at theautry.org/events. And that's a look at some things to do.
All right, the doors are open. We have the thumbs up. Mr. Clerk, you can call the roll.
Yes, Mr. President. Blumenfield, Harris Dawson, Hernandez, Hutt, Jurado, Lee, McOsker, Nazarian, Padilla, Park, Price, Rahman, Rodriguez, Soto Martinez, Yaroslavsky. 10 members present at quorum, Mr. President.
All right, anything to report out of closed session, Mr. City Attorney?
And Mr. President, there is nothing to announce from the closed session, but if the President would like, Council can vote on the underlying item.
All right, let's open the roll on item number 8. Close the roll, tabulate the vote.
10 ayes.
All right, what's next? 10 ayes, what's next?
Mr. President, Council has motions for posting and referral.
And before we do that, Mr. President, was there a request?
There is a request to send item 9 forthwith.
Without objection, those items are posted and referred. Announcements, members? All right. I'll ask everyone in the chamber to rise for adjourning motions. You have an announcement, Mr. McOsker.
I'm the king of extending this thing today. I apologize to all of you, but I have A really great announcement. Colleagues and friends and skaters, all the skaters out there, grab your skateboards and join us tomorrow for the grand opening of the Watts Skate Park. This project has been a long time coming. This project went on the books in 2010. And discussions for the development of this skate park began then in the Watts community between RAP. Here's how old it is. It started with RAP and CRALA. Remember that? The skate park project, formerly known as the Tony Hawk Foundation. So Tony Hawk has been behind this, and the Annenberg Foundation have all come together on this project. The new space, which is ready to open tomorrow, has transformed an underutilized lot on Imperial Highway, just under the 105 freeway, into a world-class skate park, tucked under the 105 on Imperial. If you know my district, that is fantastic that we've done this collectively. The skate park is designed to serve approximately 5,500 skaters who live within walking distance of the park. It's going to build opportunities for recreation, skating skills, community connection, safety, community. Through this process, one of the most important elements was the involvement of the community in helping build this park. And the outreach efforts began by former Janice Hahn. Councilmember Janice Hahn started this. It continued under Joe Buscaino. And it's a good world where I get to do very little and get to open it tomorrow.
Yes, it is.
I'm thankful for the collective push of those council offices, for the community members, for the partners. And we did have to push. Everything, as you guys know, everything takes a push. And here we are opening the world-class Watts Skate Park tomorrow. So come on out, join us from 12 to 4. I'm going to have my Vans on. I'm going to do some shredding. You might want to turn on your cameras.
Thank you so much, Mr. McCosker, and much appreciation. This is right at the place where Council District 8 and Council District 15 meet, so we're very, very excited about it. Our neighbors are excited about it as well, so thank you so much for that, and congratulations to everybody who helped get this project done. Any adjourning motions? All right, seeing none, we are adjourned. Thank you so much. See you next week, everybody.